Okay, we are in Newark, Ohio. And the date is February the 24th, 1976. And we're shooting for 2:43 a.m., which will be in 6 seconds. And the sun is in the thigh of the Aquarian. It's a pretty sun, but you are a night baby. So this sun, like in some of the other videos you've heard me talk about, is on the other side of the earth. You're a night baby. You're a moon baby. Your Mercury, not necessarily your moon could be in the day like the other one I saw today. Your Mercury and your Venus are both beautifully positioned in Capricorn, and the sun will rise before them both. They'll be traveling together at this point. Let's look at some of the others. Here's Jupiter over here. Jupiter in Pisces, right in the vector. You understand that terminology. Mars in Taurus, right under Alnath. Let's get the name of this star here. I think it might be the Horn of the Bull, but we'll see. Because that star is going to influence. Here we go. Heel of the reins holder. So I guess Pharaoh held the reins, or is it the reins of the bull? One of them's got the staff and the other one's got the reins. You see that? And this is the giant and this is the reins holder. Pleiades would be over here in the shoulder of the bull, and Aldebaran is called follower of the Pleiades. So your action, you're actually like in the toe. That would almost be a sun toe or a Saturn toe on the masculine foot of the reins holder. We're just going to do yours. Since you've already done yours and you already know all of this stuff, I guess the best that I can do for you is to do yours in the Arabic. Your Saturn clearly in Gemini. And these are the twins' posterior heads and the twins' forehead. They'll give you some of them. First one of the brand mark is Gemini on the right. The northern shining one here. What is this? Canis Major? Yeah. The northern shining one. Oh, I don't like the way this is moving. But I'm going to do it anyway. Uranus in Virgo, right there. See if I can pull this star to the left of it. It's what I'm shooting for. And this is in the last house. I bet your Pluto is here too. Is that what you was telling me? Are we going to find Pluto here with Uranus? Which are the two outermost planets. Actually, yep, we sure are. She's in the right arm of the undefended one, and the left arm is the undefended one. She has that mark in her palm. I've got that mark in my palm as well. Seen a lot of Uranuses and Pluto here. I've been doing, I guess, you guys' generation and this keeps showing up. It has become quite a pattern. So I'm getting more familiar with it. But again, I will refer you to Jeffrey Green Wolf, and he's got some videos on YouTube. He's not with us anymore, I don't think, or he doesn't participate anymore. But he's got some videos on YouTube about Pluto, because Pluto wasn't discovered till 1930, and he was somewhat of a mystic. Okay, he'll tell you his story. It's on there too, but his work on Pluto is par none the best, and he talks heavily about the Pluto and Virgo generation. And I'm not going to go into detail because he mastered it. His work stands alone, and I'm not going to take credit for his work. You can go watch it. Everybody needs to watch it. But you have to keep in mind, he was working with old charts when these videos were done. He wasn't using this. So his dates were wrong about when Pluto is actually in Virgo. But if it's a particular generation, because Pluto moves very slowly. Another thing I will say about Pluto that I understood that he's probably not going to bring up in his lectures is the fact that Pluto in Virgo, that's a mutable earth sign. That's miry clay. To me, if Adam was made out of something in the sky, it has something to do with this constellation here, above it or below it. But Pluto being in the sign of the miry clay, that's mutable earth. It means change. And it has to do with the element earth, the magic of earth, and the earth itself. And I consider this like the id. It's that unseen thing, that hidden thing. So in 2020, Pluto is going to be in Capricorn, cardinal earth, mutable earth, cardinal earth. And that's how slow it moves. This is from 1976. It's in the shoulder of the Virgin. And it's going to take it till 2020 to make it to Capricorn. And another video I posted on this today was a YouTube user, their Jupiter and Saturn conjunct in their birth sign in 1980. And that was incredible because it happens every 19 point some odd years. We say 20 years that Saturn and Jupiter meet. But for Saturn and Jupiter to meet with Pluto in Capricorn, which is opposite, when you go into mutable magic here, whatever Pluto effect had on this, what he refers to as the game changer generation. And I clearly see that doing you guys' charts. And then when Pluto reaches cardinal earth, this magic is completed. This is a mutable thing that takes a long time. In alchemy, they would use the word transmutation. Does that ring a bell? It's alchemy, and Pluto is part of the mix now. And when he moved through the mutable earth, things has been changing since 1976. As he rolled through here and works his way around to Capricorn to meet up with Saturn and Jupiter in Saturn's house on 2020. And every time these two meet, that's what you call big magic. All the Catholic iconography, you see the patriarchs and the apostles, and I don't care who it is, they're holding up Jesus. They hold up two fingers, the forefinger and the middle finger together. In palmistry, that's Saturn and Jupiter. So you cross your fingers and you thank your lucky stars. Well, they're going to meet in the sign of the lucky stars with Pluto, and it'll be cardinal earth then. Magic finished. Because in 1980, when Saturn and Jupiter met right here, Pluto was with them. Okay? So this magic will complete in cardinal earth because it's working through the earth signs. And I think they found it in fixed earth back in the 30s. And then it's moved, it's That's the magic it's running. And in your sign, you're going to have from the top right shoulder to the bottom left foot, you've got a Uranus effect going on here, which is, wow, duality here, because these are the two outermost planets, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto. So you've got some deep stuff in you. And maybe that's why I keep getting provoked to tell you people you need to do your shadow work. Because if there's anything you're hiding to yourself or others, especially those that are influenced by these earth signs, whether you're fixed earth, mutable earth, or cardinal earth, these conjunctions from 1976 to 2020, it's the biggest magic that's gone down on this planet in a long time, which reminds me of Nebuchadnezzar's statue, because it was the iron mixed with miry clay, and you weren't allowed to use the earth magic with iron, and that ain't going to work. And it's an alchemy thing. The toes are going to crumble and the whole system's going to come down, and we could very well see that happening in 2020, that because it's Capricorn, the sign of the government, but you with Uranus here, and I don't know what you have in retrograde. That would be really interesting to find out about you, is what you have in retrograde. Let's keep going, because I'm yakking off on your video and I'm not doing the work. I didn't see Neptune. Let me go find Neptune. Okay, you got Neptune in the foot of Ophiuchus, which to me, I look back, this is an eagle. But it is the snake charmer. When you break it down into the Picatrix in Arabic, you might have better luck there, because yours is coming into Ophiuchus. So it's going to be the first lord of that, or to me, it is the second lord of the house of Scorpio. And you have to work out the degrees, because it's not set up by the same chart, these mansions of the moon. And yeah, let's do the moon. Okay, you got a crescent moon with Neptune following. And you were a night baby. And here's that moon. Here it is again today, sitting in the Milky Way. We saw one with Venus here before, but yours is clearly a waxing moon. First phase. It was probably eclipsed a few hours earlier, because it's just a few hours, maybe the day before. But there you go. Your moon up close. That looks almost pasted in down there, don't it? Now look down here at the name of this star, the Wronged. That's really, I bet you feel that, don't you? Yeah. But you have to call this one in the sign of Sagittarius. You can't give this to Ophiuchus. It's too far over. Even though to bring this sign in, they did eat up part of Scorpio and part of Sagittarius. They robbed you guys. Which is really sad. So I don't, I'm just going to say Sagittarius here. And still call your Neptune in Scorpio, because we don't have any readings or know what it means to be in Ophiuchus. So we have to go with what we got. And of course, I love Venus and Mercury in the throat and the mouth of the goat. And now here's your sun, in the seed of the Aquarian. Seed, he's right there. If this was the belt of Orion, the sun would be in the Orion Nebula.